Good evening. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for December 2022. I have pre-shuffled already. I put the Lenormand and the Kipper decks together to set the tone for your read, the Universal Golden for your read, and the Rider-Waite Minis for clarifiers. And it is a general reading. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you do like the video. And if you want something more personalized, you can check out my details below, as well as my website, twinflames3344.com. I have a CD out there called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn Stainthorpe, if you want to check that out. It's only $1 for a song. And let's get going here. I'm kind of messing up my card piles here. Okay, Scorpio, what's going on with you? December 2022. December 2022. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. One more, Scorpio. Scorpio for December 2022. Scorpio, the official person, 22, the Fool on the Fool's Journey. There's the journey again, the Moon of Romance, and the 8 of Cups of walking away within, and pinpointing mid-moon cycle. And the full moon's coming up on the 7th, so we're pretty close to the full moon. So I guess we're right now in the last of that. Today is the 4th, so we're in the last of the mid-cycle moon. We're really going into the full moon energies tomorrow because it's the 7th to the 8th. And then we have the woman expecting someone here. And this could be Cancer energy between this official person, and this could be a man and woman expecting each other. And there's the courthouse with the King of Wands over there. And again, there's high honors here. Something very official right here happening. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Wands with the Thief. And is that something good or bad? And then this card, a lot of cards came out for you. And then the occupation. So this can be a very busy job, or someone who's occupied by the energetic exchange they're dealing with. And this could be some kind of theft at work, but there's high honors as well. Someone might have gotten some kind of an award. The bottom of the deck is the false person. There's some kind of thief right here. It could be positive, where somebody stole your heart or you stole their heart. But this also can be a thief here. And again, this also could be the game, the tango between the masculine and the feminine here. And the King of Cups over here with a time crunch here. All right, the loving lady over here with the truth, present in the moment, her gifts and a rose. And there's the King of Cups with a timeline crunch or father time here. And then the false person over here is just a matter of time. I don't know what's going on there. And there's a mature woman over here and a mature man. And that could be the King and Queen of Cups as well. And the 22 comes up again in the underlying energy with the Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles, mature man, mature woman. There could be this Taurus and Gemini there. And the truth of the loving woman here with the King of Cups energy here and the false person. And there's Leo energy there. What the heck is going on, Scorpio? Okay, so the official person, this can be a fool taking a leap of faith. To romance, perhaps, walking away and within on a journey. To the woman expecting them, perhaps a twin flame or choice of path here. And again, something official here to make it official, or legal papers going to court with the King of Wands, which this can be the King of Wands, of high honor. And maybe this is a justice or going to the justice of the peace. But again, dealing with someone who could be a thief. And the Queen of Wands energy here, in energetic exchange or at a busy workplace here. So yeah, that's very interesting. And Mick Dreamy over here has been coming up a lot for the reads. This card here. So a lot of energetic exchange here. That could be the arrows of love at work as well. Maybe dealing with parents here as well, because we have the mature man and the mature woman in the underlying energies. Oh, it feels like somebody very competitive here. All right, Scorpio. I mean, that can be you. Scorpio, December 2022. Scorpio, 2022. Okay, first card out for you, Scorpio, is the Queen of Swords. Libra had the Queen of Swords right here as how they see themselves. You have it right in the middle of your read. She's speaking her truth, and again, the Lady of Truth came up in the preliminary cards as well. She is speaking her truth. She's very natural here. She's got natural fabrics and carpets here, perhaps speaking from home. You know, there's a brick fireplace energy here as well, but she's in her truth of her integrity. She can be the Lady of Light, the woman who's grieving. Lady Liberty comes up with the Queen of Swords as well. And the challenge being the Page of Pentacles, which is the student, an opportunity, an invite. Perhaps she's challenged by this invitation or by this younger person. And the foundation, they're both in green, you notice. They're both green. Maybe they both deal in natural fabrics or vegetarianism, that kind of stuff. And the foundation here is the Page of Wands. So here's a fiery page or a fiery message. So this could be an offer of passion. This could be an offer that's more practical. But they're more challenged by this invite or opportunity. Or maybe this is the Queen of Swords with two children here, or two pets, or lots of different kinds of messages coming in. In the recent past is the Queen of Wands. And she's very passionate, popular, beautiful, creative. She's very like, in this deck, she's more, you know, country woman-like, but very likable. But I don't know if you can trust her or not, right? She has a familiar here. Maybe she just works with natural remedies, or maybe she works with spell work. So I don't know which side of the coin she's on there. But we have two queens and two pages perhaps coming together. Or messages. Crowning here is the Hierophant. This can be marriage, commitment, an establishment, a religion here. But I don't like this card because they're bowing down to this person here. This person has 1 foot longer than the other, so that might identify someone here. And also there's the energy of racing to get the lead position here. And cross keys here as well. Like off to the races. I don't know if somebody's gambling. Maybe you are at the races. At the horse races or something. Or car races. This could also be an energy where the masculines feel like the feminines should bow down to them. Or that children should be seen and not heard. What's coming up soon for you is the Seven of Swords. Somebody feels guilt or shame here. And again, gypsies, tramps, and thieves has been coming up all week. Right, this has the energy of being at the fair. But this is like lined with gold over here. The tents are lined with gold. Maybe someone being seen as a thief, but maybe they're not. Right, maybe seen sneaking away, right, the walk of shame in their fuzzy socks over here. Or maybe someone's seen as a gypsy because they don't live a traditional life. But that could be someone lying, cheating, stealing, or running away, or getting away with the goods, with the intellectual property here. Accused of stealing. Now there's a lot of people here. This is all people. You see yourself as the Three of Wands, being present in the moment, standing on a landmine here, waiting for it to go off, but unaffected by it. Are you at the beach? Are you traveling, looking out the ocean? Are you putting out fires, or you're used to putting out fires, so nothing much affects you these days? Right? So maybe you found out someone did steal, but it's not affecting you because you're so used to dealing with this kind of stuff. It's just the usual. And what's around you, or how others see you, is the world. People see you as very authentic and natural, or coming full circle, the whole package. Being very natural here, protected by nature, or protected naturally by your vibration. Keeping out the BS and the egos here. Or is this you, or how people see you, or is that somebody else around you? And the block. Your block is something to do with work, or getting your ducks in a row, getting organized, or feeling like you are an assembly line, just having to punch it out over and over and over again. Are you being more creative? Are you creating a lot of proof of your intellectualism, you know, gaining education, certificates, whatever it is for you, right? Diplomas. This could be a child who's becoming very well educated. And then at the end of the read is the Emperor, the one in control. All right, the controllers here. We got the Hierophant and the Emperor, both in control. And we also have church versus state here. This could be political differences as well. Perhaps at the workplace. So the challenge for you, Scorpio, is an opportunity, an invite, or a child here who's a student. And the block for you is work, or a certain type of work, or honing your skills, or just getting organized, being more consistent. This could be somebody watching over you, right? The two people that watch over you at work, or the only people you answer to, right? So you say, I only answer to my religious leader and my God, or my boss and my God, or something like that. And this is all people. But there's some kind of theft here, right? So we said that there's the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is being accused of lying, cheating, or stealing, or running away, or is, or has. What is connecting the Emperor to what's left hanging in limbo at the end of your read? The Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, this is very much the slave driver energy. You see how the fields are bare on that side with the two barren trees, which is so weird because my two trees in my backyard look just like these two trees. So here's the cotton fields, right, the abundant side of the tracks. And then here is, right, the wrong side of the tracks, or the slaves over here, and the slave drivers in the cotton fields. And this could be very much the energy of the Emperor. He may be a slave driver, you know, constantly coming down on you. Or is that you on them? And then here is the Moon. This can be the subconscious energies, romance at night. You know, the two dogs are confused. The dogs are confused right now, where normally they'd be howling at the moon. They're looking to the lobster over there for direction. What do we do now? Oh, because Mars is going to be eclipsed by the moon on the 7th. So the masculine energy is going to be really out of sorts. Oh, that's so funny how that came out. So the masculine aggression is going to be eclipsed by the moon, which for me is the daughter moon. The daughter could outshine the father too in that energy. So I'm going to pull a few cards out for the end of the read to close it up, in case we need that. And then we're going to look at the bottom of the deck to see what's going on. There's a lot of people. Like, why is it just people? So many people. Very interesting at the end here. The bottom of the deck here is the Page of Cups. I'm the baby, gotta love me. All right, so let's see where we're going. So we're going to start here since that's you, Scorpio. Okay, we have the death and ending, change. Again, Scorpio can bowl right over people, right? They can be very strong and transformational here. And Scorpio is all about death, money, sex, and taxes, right? So here's a religious leader over here, and perhaps planning on walking right over whoever gets in your way, or who has differences with you. And then here's the High Priestess, who's very alternative, right? So there's all sorts of religion in this card. So it could be someone who's very open-minded religiously. Perhaps there's some Viking energy here, though, too. Maybe they have a thorn. Maybe they have a thorn in their side. Maybe they have a hook in their third eye. So they might have they may need an emotional clearing here. And this could be Pisces energy, but it really can be any sign. Could be Scorpio energies here too, with the Queen of Pentacles. And again, the energy of finding peace, and there's Hermit energy in that card. So Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces energies here, and then the Queen of Pentacles, who's very natural, au naturel, and that's been coming up a lot in your read. She's got no shoes on, and she's looking to dip her toe in, but there's no water there. It's very dry. There's no emotions. And then here's Cancer energy. So you have all the water energies right here. And this is also a bold move, a trip or travel or moving. There's military energy here as well, or taking the show on the road. We also have Sphinx energy going to Egypt. Or the Colosseum came up earlier too. And that could be coming up, going to war. Seeing synchronicities, having lots of options, rolling the dice, gambling again is coming up here for you or somebody around you. And there's the patient angel taking one step at a time off that dry path into the waters. So they found some water to dip their toes into. And being very patient, one step at a time. And this can have Gabriel energy as the messenger of God. But also it could be a yarmulke there. It could be Judaism coming up here as well. And then here's somebody meditating or being laid to rest. Or perhaps protecting their purity here. Right? Or being, or being very... being very loyal in a connection or relationship, but it's like being very protective of the sacral energy here. Meditating, praying. Again, it could be a funeral, or just hoping, trying to sleep, get some rest, but can't sleep, or you're over ruminating, or maybe you have headaches, or you're purging something out, some clearing of emotional wounds that needs to come up and out. And then there's the Page of Cups. So this could be a child. This could also be purging your own childhood, your innocence. Okay. And we have Sagittarius there too. This can be Pisces, but it can be Scorpio or Cancer as well. So there's a lot of water here. I hope you can't hear the dog chewing his bone because it's kind of loud clunking on the floor. All right, let's see how this looks here. So you have Sagittarius energy up top here with Scorpio energy, Pisces energy, perhaps there's an earth sign energy here too, with Virgo and the boat over here, so it could be Virgo. finding peace in death or ending or dark night of the soul. High Priestess, psychic abilities, and the Queen of Pentacles, or Virgo energy and Pisces energy. And then there's Cancer, or taking a trip or moving, making a bold move. To see synchronicities or make a choice or go shopping. Perhaps messages from angels here. Or being very patient. Maybe being a patient, right? Getting some rest. And then here's an open door here with this gate lifting up. It's like all of a sudden the gates open, like, and the smoke clears, and then there's the Page of Cups. The little angel appears. It's very interesting, this read. So again, I'm the baby, gotta love me. Whether that's you or your child, is maybe coming up for both of you. We have the Page of Cups over here and the Page of Wands over here. Right, we have the Queen of Wands. It could be the mother of this child. And then the Queen of Swords speaking her truth, challenged by the Page of Pentacles, which can be an opportunity or invite, or a studious child who likes school or likes research, or someone who wants to follow them. Maybe they want to do an internship with them. Maybe these two want to join up together, right? They're working with natural herbs and they're doing their psychic abilities, and maybe they'd like to work together, or these children are all coming to them for advice. But this could be over the oversea of this energy over here, which can be a religion, a business, an institution, a community leader, right? That there needs to be some kind of oversight if this is going to happen, a professional oversight, or somebody who's licensed. That could be coming up as well. This also can be at your church or synagogue or temple, you know, the mothers and children coming together for something here. Or going to school at church. Or to an institution, right, at a university. Or back to school night. That's been coming up this week as well. Hey, Teddy. Keep it down. Can you do that for me? Please? Shh. It's noisy. He's just looking at me. It's okay. But just try to be quiet. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you. He's looking at me so sweetly. I love you too. So we have... Yeah, there's someone who might have got caught cheating on a test or stealing intellectual property or just taking stuff from the Queen of Swords over here. The Page of Cups is coming up with the Page of Wands reversed, which is right here. And this could be someone frustrated, offering some truth here, perhaps in a pissed off or impatient way, or just they're very uninspired and they're giving that truth, which may be knocking somebody for a loop over here, right? Causing them to lose faith in themselves. So maybe whatever the Page of Wands said to the Page of Cups, and that could be a Sagittarius energy over here, may have made them lose faith in themselves, or maybe they fell from grace or fell on their face, or were really embarrassed by this truth that came out. And the Queen of Wands in the recent past. This could be someone who's embarrassed in front of people as well, if they have to make a presentation or something. The Queen of Wands reversed is trying to end conflict here with the Queen of Swords, perhaps, or in a never-ending battle or a losing battle with people out in the cold, or doing social work here, right? Or dealing with patients who are injured, someone who's in exile trying to work their way back in, or perhaps after getting suspended, right? Trying to work your way back into school, or just back into a friend's good graces or a family member's good graces. But again, these two kids, yeah, so like I said, this Page of Wands right here may be very harsh with their words and maybe embarrassed the Page of Cups, or again, made them lose faith in themselves. This could also be the Queen of Wands. This could be her child. And the child made her feel very small here. This could be someone's child putting them in their place. There could be a child saying to the mother, I'm not the baby. I mean, you're not the baby. I'm the baby. Don't act like a child. Literally, this could be someone's child putting them in their place and making them feel very vulnerable here. Like a baby. Maybe it's a child disrespecting their mother. So these two with the Queen of Wands over here, trying to end this conflict or a never-ending battle here with people out in the cold, or just perhaps she works with people who have issues or are homeless, and it's a never-ending battle of getting people to break their patterns, or people tripping up, right? People trying to get off drugs, people trying to be responsible and not make the same mistakes again. Maybe losing faith in what they're doing. The Page of Wands is coming up with the Queen of Wands. And the wealthy family, business, or community here. Maybe she's just very inspired. Maybe she feels like a kid again. Feeling very inspired by this group that she's with, a family, business, or community here. If the Queen of Wands is the Page of Wands here, she may have put him in his place, making him or her feel very vulnerable. And then the child lashed back out at the mother here, embarrassing her in front of people. There could be some kind of argument there between mother and child there. That could be siblings too. One would be much older than the other though, and they're both very fiery. But the Queen of Wands over here is in this very abundant energy here of justice. And feeling very young and inspired in the presence of this person, or in this Libra energy here. Why is the Queen of Swords in the middle here? The Moon, the wounded warrior, surrendering their wounds. This could be them licking their wounds, right? The dog licking their wounds as Teddy's making noise with his bone. This literally could be the dogs, licking their wounds. And again, this is something to do with the Mars going behind the Moon on the 7th. She could be talking about, the Queen of Swords could be talking about the Moon or romance, the subconscious energies, and the wounded warrior or victim mentality, and needing to let go of that perspective, right? The one who clings, the one who's needy, the never-ending story here of not allowing something to end. And there's the Empress here. And the Emperor's right here. And this could be an Empress with Scorpio in her chart, as well as Sagittarius in her chart, and Taurus as well, perhaps. There's Cancer there too. Or these could be two different energies here. This could be an Empress who expects this person to surrender to them, And again, this energy of bowing down to them. The Page of Pentacles may be bored. You know, this could be a student who's bored. Or they're grounding in. The challenge is grounding, integrating, and mastering what you've learned. Or this, or a message of love or offer of love here that came out of nowhere. Or maybe it's something that the Page of Pentacles here is ignoring. Or they're bored of those small offers of love. Right? Not really trying very hard, right? And not worth your effort. And this is someone not willing to extend an invite or an opportunity. Even though this person has offered love multiple times, this is someone who's ignoring them. Why is the Hierophant crowning for Scorpio? And now there's somebody out, my neighbor outside, blasting their car stereo. I know you probably can't hear it, but just saying, it's part of your reading. We have the Ace of Wands reversed here, frustration here, lack of growth, lack of creativity, uninspired by the happy family or the illusion of the happy family. This also could be a tainted religious leader here. Somebody's being given a choice or an ultimatum here. Being offered, there's a choice being offered to this family or community or some kind of happy place. And I'm getting like the entrance, you know, like the zoo will have an arch over the entrance of it. So a family place where families gather and being given a choice. But again, there's two wands here being offered, but it looks like it's being turned down. And I feel like they have to cross through this bridge. You have to go to the other side of the tracks. So what's with that? And here's the Knight of Wands, rushing in to save the day or to sweep someone off their feet, being chased by love, but time, money, and energy being withheld, or someone playing hardball. And look, there's a thief being chased here. They're chasing them, but they're being chased by the devil. That's kind of crazy. The Knight of Wands here is rushing in to offer something or make an ultimatum to this place that's supposed to be a happy family place, but this could be people protesting too, that this religious leader or this person is tainted and shouldn't be serving the community or the children. The children are being exposed to this energy here who shouldn't be there. Somebody might be making an ultimatum to them or to the community to get them out of there. Or someone's rushing in to the rescue, offering love or condolences or some kind of help, but holding back time, money, and effort. Because they're being chased by the devil over here. They have their own issues right now. Or temptation, the ball and chain. That's Capricorn as well. So Capricorn and Saggy up there. And this could be tempted by the devil, right? This religion doesn't believe in what this one believes in. This one's telling this one that they're dealing with the devil over here. So this one's running away thinking they're dealing with the devil, running back to their church or place of worship. But when it comes down to it, maybe that's the issue, not this. This may just be an alternative way of seeing things that a traditional church may see as the devil worship. But there's definitely theft here, or some kind of lying, cheating, and stealing here. You know, behind somebody's back. But someone's feeling shame and guilt here. over running away from the Capricorn, or someone who just said hello and they ran away. Maybe someone's just waving and they ran away, they didn't say a word. Perhaps when they actually wanted to offer love and sweep them off their feet. Why is there shame and guilt here for Scorpio? Right, just working away, not socializing, or perhaps a third party here, social distancing, dealing with all those things, not happy, no social life, or bad influences around them. Or maybe the people are considering them or you a bad influence here. Or is that you accusing somebody else of being a bad influence? And here's an ex or a breakup here, a third party that broke somebody up. There's jealousy here, or rejection, or the schmoozer who kisses up to everybody to get their attention but gives nothing in return. And they are feeling guilty. They're feeling sad anyway. So someone's feeling very sad that someone's working so hard all the time. This could be the ex also, who's jealous because they only spend time at work. They don't want to spend time with them. And you see yourself as the Three of Wands. Scorpio's Three of Wands, December 2022. Why? You're just taking a load off, vacationing perhaps, dumping your burdens, you're dumping a load, dumping responsibilities, perhaps confessing or dumping on the King of Pentacles. Maybe you're not working and the other person is. They're slaving away because you're not working, or maybe not making enough money to support the family. That could be. But this is someone who's all about the money and work and being greedy in that sense, or he's ungrounded because everything's being dumped on his shoulders. You're being very present to the moment, perhaps just waiting for your ship to come in. And there's an inequity here of something not being fair, or someone getting scammed, or the short end of the stick. And then there's the Page of Cups reversed, which is some kind of rejection, or a child. This could be a child who's very shy and vulnerable, or it could be someone who's very spoiled and entitled as well. It could be an infant crying, or it could be an adult crying like a baby, and there's Pisces energy right here. And this could be post-war, post-virus. Maybe they had to deal with some kind of illness here, or infection. And now the Page of Swords is stepping up to the plate with a message to bring. Perhaps they have an aide or a nurse still taking care of them, or this is their secret keeper, or they have psychic abilities they want to share, or they know someone that they want to share with, or bring to the plate, or advertise for them. Maybe someone wants to advertise. But definitely Pisces energy. This can be Virgo as well. This could be a divine feminine energy. The block here for you is work, or getting organized, or getting your ducks in a row, or collecting certificates or degrees. And then the Emperor over here, that could be the dean of the college, or the boss of the institution, right? The president, right? The leader, state and church versus church, and what's okay. This could be issues with people getting jobs, right? Whether they get the V or not, and whether they can get hired by them or not. Why does the state have the right to tell you what to do, or what kind of work to do, or you can't do? So there could be arguments between couples and parents and their children over this kind of stuff, and the institutions. That Eight of Pentacles, the Star, so someone works really hard so they become the star, or they really shine above the rest. This is someone very authentic to themselves, or a dream come true, or they're having all their dreams come true. in energetic exchange, the arrows of love, lots of back and forth, or just a really busy job, right? It's a dream job for them, but maybe the home life is suffering. And there's the King of Cups, right? In energetic exchange with the Star, who's working all the time, who's also perhaps feeling guilty, right? One's feeling sad, one's feeling guilty, or this is the same energy of this one working all the time. And then the King of Cups over here having to be unconditionally loving and just be okay with that. And then we have the Emperor. So again, your challenge and your block both have to do with practical things or work, right? Opportunities or lack of income, and degrees on your wall having to do with, you know, the relationship between how much education you have and how much money you can make. You're challenged by both of those things. And then we have the Emperor and the Tower, which is your energy, right? Wanting to be the boss. The Tower can be a sudden event. It could be an explosion. It can be very faulty support here. The foundation is very unstable. This is 9/11 energy, right? This can be an epiphany. This can be a sexual exchange. And this is someone hanging out in this energy. Or Scorpio and Pisces or Capricorn here, experiencing bliss. And this could be destined here. But also someone who's very strict here, schooling the goose. Someone might have gotten in trouble, right? They need to be put in check, right? Where these students were behaving and this mother was reading a book, this one wouldn't stop flapping their gums and they had to be put in check, or perhaps they were arrested. But this was destined to happen, whatever it was. This is also Libra energy here. And again, this could be a boss. These could both be leaders that are being taken down for wrongdoing. And maybe it's just becoming very apparent in the spotlight. And someone feeling guilty and guilt and shame, the other one feeling sad and alone. And then the Knight of Swords. Perhaps not sleeping and rising above, or awakening and coming out. But remember, this Knight of Swords can also be the slave driver. That can be this Emperor who's the slave driver of those below them. And they're very much coming up as superior over the different levels of workers here in a big company or a big structure. But they don't sleep and they have to rise above. And they're coming out like, to be in my position though, you know, it's not an easy responsibility. And this is someone who also has to let go a little bit, right? Can't be so uptight. Maybe they need to fix the place up, or perhaps invest back into their workers here, or make amends with the people who work for them, or the person they deem as on the other side of the tracks. And here's the King of Wands. He may be getting very realistic here and dumping emotional attachments to things that he doesn't need, right? Because maybe he thinks he had to stay at this job to make the money he makes, but now his priorities are changing, that it's not worth it if he has no happiness. So this could be someone changing their views on whether they want to stay at a place where they work or not. And then here is the moon and romance and the full moon coming up on the 7th to the 8th. And finding peace, balance, patience, a higher love. Right, taking it easy, one step at a time. With the Queen of Swords speaking her truth, perhaps backing them up, and this could be her helping others heal, forgive, or perhaps apologize for any wrongdoing. And feeling like they're in need of peace, or trying to find peace